Who was the winner from the North London derby? I will tell you, it was Leicester! Coming in clutch with the win in the game that they weren't playing in.
Even your dog is confused
I know,
what's going
confused
on.
what's going on. Nonetheless, that is the truth. Leicester City emerged victorious from the North London derby. What a game it was, by the way. 2-2, we had sending-offs. A ridiculous decision, once again, from one of Arsenal's players, which Arsene Wenger, I'm sure, will not do anything with. He'll be like, yeah, it's okay. You didn't mean it. No, it was the referee's fault. He shouldn't have booked you for your second bookable offense.
They have delusional Brendan.
Delusional
they need delusion. Oh wait, they don't need delusional Arsenal. Delusional Arsenal. Delusional Arsenal. They already have delusional Arsenal.
I think they
need like intelligent Arsenal Twitter account.
I think they just hired him because his name sounds like Arsenal. Arsenal for Arsenal. Nonetheless, great game, by the way. 2-2 finish. Harry Kane scored a FIFA-esque goal, scoring from an impossible angle. He held down R1 and he bent it into the corner.
It's beautiful. Harry Kane is on his way to the top of the goal-scoring sheet, collectively.
Yes.
For the Premier League.
Yeah, he's hitting form right at the best possible moment for himself and Tottenham. He's scoring consecutively. Jamie Vardy's dried up a little bit.
Not moist?
He's not as moist, but he still did play well. And by the way, so talking about the winners, right? First of all, terrible decision from Francis Coquelin. You tear down the name Francis. You're in the same category as Ajax. So congratulations to you, Deadpool. But
thank you.
Give credit to Arsenal. They bounced back well from having 10 men. It was a good finish at the end from Alexis Sanchez. Good adjustment from Arsene Wenger. He didn't back down. He could have kind of, I would say, dropped a little bit deeper because of the fact they had 10 men, but he realised that this was a crucial point they had to pick up. So I give credit where credit's due, right? Still, they shouldn't have got to that stage. There's a problem with discipline, I think, at this point. Problem with decision-making for Arsenal. Mertesacker did the exact same thing against Chelsea. Got sent off and they lost that game. Those decisions need to be smarter. It's bottom line. You have to make smarter decisions at this point in the Premier League. So let's talk about Leicester for a second, Jason. So playing against Watford, a tough team to break down. That pitch was heavy. It definitely took its wear on certain players. Okazaki ran his socks off, I would say, in the first half, was tired. Albrighton kept trying for the direct pass. It wasn't working out. He's usually a very effective player. What does Claudio Ranieri do? Oh, yeah, that manager that just took over from Nigel Pearson's team, didn't have to do much. No, he makes two great decisions, takes off those players, brings on King, brings on Schlupp to play out wide, and it immediately has an impact. They change up their game plan. They held possession a lot more in the second half, and it pays dividends. They go on and win that game and pick up a crucial 3 points. Now they're 5 points clear at the top of the table. Can you do it, Leicester? Jason, if they do it, myself and you, I'm taking you to a pub, and I'll pronounce Leicester all night in front of a bunch of my English friends.
Leicester.
Leicester.
So, thank you for the breakdown. I agree with you 100%. I have to add two things to this. This is a recap of the Premier League, right?
Yeah, we'll recap the Premier League. You can talk about the Premier League. It's in the same context.
Chelsea's 10th on the table with 40 points. I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
Don't call it a comeback.
Don't call it a comeback. They're technically 10 points shy of the top four, and they're probably a lock for the Europa League because they're a win away.
Yeah.
Gus Hiddink is the winner of the frickin' season at this point, besides all of Leicester. Or at least the silver medal goes to Gus Hiddink.
Yeah, I think we should do what they did in Mean Girls with the tiara and break up a little bit.
The burn.
Yeah, so we give a little bit to Gus Hiddink, we give a little bit to Claudio Ranieri, we give a little bit to Jamie Vardy. But as I know, because I can read my EP's mind, let's talk about West Ham. Because West Ham United, we have to talk about. He was about to bring up the whiteboard. I can just tell.
I thought you were going to say Juan Mata screwing Manchester United.
Juan Mata, I will get to, and I am so pissed off at that. Again,
they drop points, man. Like you keep saying, why can't Manchester United win the Premier League? Because one Manchester United can't fucking stay on the field.
One Manchester. It's so hard to predict. Ridiculous tackles will be punished. He got sent off in 26 minutes.
I know. I mean,
26 minutes
just to keep that in perspective, we did a FIFA challenge trying to get set off, and it took 42 minutes for it to happen.
With Manchester United, because Juan Mata cannot tackle. Far too rash in his tackles. Man United, again, before I get to West Ham, here you go, Louis van Gaal. My 2 cents in this. You're playing well. Why are you dropping Memphis Depay? He's been playing very well. Why are you dropping him? You're going to like a 4-1-4-1 to bring Michael Carrick back into the team. This is not Michael Carrick from 5 years ago, mate. He doesn't need to be back in there. Morgan Schneiderlin was doing a good job.
It was a
Herrera was doing a good job.
philosophical decision.
Philosophical decision to be what? To be a lesser attacking team. And again, you fall into the idea that you are a scared manager at this point, because that's what he was. He was scared. Another thing, you have Chris Smalling back, but you bring him back in for Fosu Mensah, who's been playing well, and you leave Daley Blind on, who's so easily tired, you can tell. He looks exhausted. He's played more minutes than anyone in that back four. Put in Smalling and Fosu Mensah. That's your decision making. So again, we get back to it, Jason. Let's talk about West Ham.
Payet.
Dimitri Payet.
By the way, could be Premier League Player of the Year if not for Vardy or Mahrez.
Mahrez.
Only because I would say out of anybody, Mahrez has been the most consistent. I know Vardy set the record, and obviously he's going to get a lot of front-running nominations for that, and he probably should. Not saying he's not deserving. Payet and Mahrez and their nutmegs are not Messi-esque, not Ronaldo-esque, but they are super fun.
By the way, once again, thank you for the alley. I'll loop it. Mahrez has been tipped to face a bid from Barcelona.
They don't have enough players.
But that's what I'm saying.
They don't need
another. He is a player that it would be very interesting.
Oh, he can be the next. Would he be maybe like an Iniesta, or would he play on the wing?
I think with Barcelona, I mean, we could do a clip on that. How would Mahrez fit in Barcelona? Let's do it, and we'll break it down.
How would Mahrez
tactically
fit on Barcelona?
Because that's an interesting one. But West Ham again, 2-0 down, come back and win 3-2 against Everton, who just seem to be going through a little bit of a turmoil situation at the moment. Roberto Martinez has his work cut out for that team. They're weathering some bad weather, should I say. They're facing El Nino, as the LA natives are facing here.
See what the
some
frick
damp
happened here yesterday?
By the way, I usually over-exaggerate about this and be like, it's just rain. Come on, let's relax, LA. I seen a trash can floating down the street. It's like, what? Did I just wake up in Guadalajara? That's a jail cell.
Trash can.
Why is that going down there? Nonetheless, West Ham deserve a lot of credit. The Premier League is fucking unbelievable, man. I just love it. I love the twists and the turns. One of my analysis is that I gave to Jason is for the UFC fight is there's more ups and downs than a Nicki Minaj silhouette. And that is a truthless statement to the Premier League. Jason, who's going to win it?
Leicester.
Nice.
My top four will be Leicester, Tottenham, not in any order. That's like the worst.
So what, just top five and we just decide where they go?
I promise you Leicester and Tottenham will finish in the top four. I think it would be a goddamn shame if Manchester City doesn't. And then Chelsea will round out the fourth.
I've got my meme
because Arsenal doesn't deserve it, Manchester United doesn't deserve it, West Ham does, and I'd actually like to see Liverpool make a run for the top four. They're only 6 points back.
Oh yeah, good win for Liverpool.
But because I start liking them,
another team
they will not.
Everyone this weekend seemed to have their balls firmly in place, apart from Louis van Gaal, because Jurgen Klopp gets a man sent off. What does he do? He changes to a 3-4-2, keeps two strikers up top, and it comes back and they score. Two men pressing high.
By the way, might be the best weekend for Firmino.
Who again
scored a goal, I think in the 28th minute for Liverpool, and got named to replace Nkaka on the Brazilian national team.
Well, good job for Firmino. Great year all round, I would say, for him. Great debut season, I think, for Firmino. Solid year for him. It's heating up. I'm excited to see how it's going to pan out. I'm looking forward to it. My eggs are all firmly in the basket for Leicester to win. I just want them to win it. I just think it would be great. So let us know.
Well, next week no one will get any points. So.
In the comment section below, Leicester face Newcastle in our next test. So let's hope that Newcastle keep up their poor runner form. Sorry, Jordy, because I want Leicester to win it. Hit us in the comment section below. Like, favourite, subscribe. On Twitter, JasonRubin91. On Twitter, Francis_Maxwell. On Twitter, @TYT Sports. @Jacory in the booth.